is about ready to start, and we'll leave it up to you boys. Let's go.
We're missing someone off the front row, and I think that will be Caleb Gilmore, but in the meantime, all eyes on...
Just as we see the Gixxers out there, we'll quickly back here. We don't want to miss this opportunity, Dale, do we? How does it feel after your speedway slide and off at Taupo last week, and you're now on the podium? Well done.
Yeah, it feels good to be on top again in race 2. I've got a lot to work on in race 1. I don't know if it's just the nerves and trying to lead, but I didn't feel smooth. But to come back and just, I think we were in the 8, so it was a real fast pace, but I knew if I held there that I could keep the lead.
Well done. Hey, thank you very much and all the best. We'll see you. You coming to Boxing Day, Whanganui?
I'll be there, mate.
You'll be there. Excellent to see. So there we go. Thank you, boys. Back to you.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. That's our F2 podium 5-pone oars. Now we move quickly on to a 5-lap showdown with the Gixxer 150s and the absent series points leader, Caleb Gilmore, not out there. So that opens the door for Billy Fuller and Justin Maunder, that sort of company there with Hamish Simpson. He got on the podium last time around. We've got Richard Boyd, Dennis Charlotte, Sam Guthrie. Those guys got across the line in the front little pack at the moment. So a couple of three-way fights out there at the moment, Spider. This one here should be good.
Oh, it's already been good. Billy Fuller's led at least 4 times. She kept getting swallowed up a little bit, but Billy Fuller, the 17-year-old girl from, I think, Taupo, and indeed Hamilton, it's listed as Taupo. He's not far from there, but she is now being pushed back to 3rd place in the Gixxer 150 Cup. Suzuki Festival at the moment. You've got a GSX 250 FR, $4,999. It's in a beautiful silver colour. Black one's just landed in the country yesterday, and I think this blue one's coming in there shortly. So the lead across the start-finish line, 0.1 of a second. It was Hamish Simpson on the 24 machine, followed by Justin Maunder, Billy Fuller, Dennis Charlotte there, Richard Boyd, Samuel Guthrie, Lucy Dowman, Mark Hodson, Debbie Tapper, Terry Collin, Hamish Boyd, Stephen Leggett and Evan Dowman. So 13 starters. There's still some Suzuki New Zealand bikes. One of them won the New Zealand Championship last year for this, or the New Zealand Series for this last year. I think there's about 4 of them for $2,500. Fully race prep with new tyres and all that sort of thing. So if you want to get into the action, they will be running this class at the NZSPK. Billy Fuller's still sitting in there in 2nd place. There's a gap. It was 0.11 of a second out of the start-finish line, but now it's probably, I'd pay 0.2 to 0.3 of a second. That lead bike's disappearing off in the distance. That is Hamish Simpson. But look at them all. They're not looking fast down that centre straight, but it certainly shows you racecraft. And keep an eye on it in 4 laps. The last lap, there'll be some, the lead rider will probably look over their shoulder. They don't want to lead down this long back straight because it's all about wind and someone else coming up. You can see all those bikes, gaggle bikes, pouncing up on each other. 4 of them all over the place. That's due to drafting and all that sort of thing. But the lead rider's got to break that barrier of air in front of them. So the game will change towards the end of it, but hey, it is what it is. Fastest lap, a 1:41.4. What's our lap record in Gixxer Cups? It's a 1:35.050, but then we are on the first lap that time is, so that's from a standing start. So a 1:35.050 set by Daniel Metum here last year. Look at that, that lead's just been gobbled up. In fact, it's now 24 there in 2nd place. So we're now on the 37s, a 37.088 for the Gixxer Cups.
Yeah, this is going to be brilliant. So we're already 2 laps into this one, 3 laps to go, and the new race leader, Hamish Simpson, he leads out of turn 1. Justin Maunder did all the heavy lifting for that lap round and finds himself right behind on 2nd place, so he'll be right there stalking, looking for a move into Splash. Billy Fuller still there into 3rd, yes, change of position, new race leader. We've got Dennis Charlotte around the outside there, so he's up into 3rd place. Billy Fuller now back to 4th, and Richard Boyd up there in 5th place. So that 5-way train, that has just gone into the distance. They certainly have broken the back of the challengers. It is Lucy Dowman in 6th place, a lonely ride in 6th. So awesome to have some girl power. We've got Billy Fuller up in 4th and Lucy in 6th. We've got Samuel Guthrie, had a bit of an off-track excursion down the centre straight last lap around. He finds himself in 7th place. Mark Hodson and Deb Tapper there in 9th place, and Terry Collin rounding out our top 10. So we're keeping an eye on this one. There's nothing in between that top 5 at the moment. Dennis Charlotte has managed to make himself right known at the front of that one. Justin Maunder, Hamish Simpson, Billy Fuller. We've got a full 5-way fight going on down the back straight, and we're going to have 2 laps to go when they cross the line, and it's throw a blanket over them again. Spider, we come to expect this kind of racing in our Gixxer 150s, and this is brilliant.
Oh, it's just outstanding, and it's just such good racecraft from people. Growing future champions, done plenty of that, but right now it's a five-way battle coming onto the start-finish line. Last lap it was a gap of 0.197. It's going to be shrunk to that as we see Dennis, is that number 5, Justin Warner get into the lead. Justin Warner, in fact, no, he's just 1/1000th of a second behind Hamish Simpson, 1/1000th of a second. Some of that might be transponder placement on the bike. Some of them have got on the fork, some have got on the triple clap, and it is oh so important in this class because timing is everything, and that's what we have to rely on. Look at them, for a big bunch of 4 there. Who's that dropped off in the 5th place? That is, I can see Billy Fuller up in that monk. Yeah, she's up there in 2nd place. Well done, Billy. She's led the race a number of times, and Hamish Simpson runs a little bit wide. Does he lose the place? Here comes Billy Fuller. She's taking, oh, we got some touch. Oh, look at that, look at that. Lucky they were only about 22 kilograms each, the bikes, and wow, that was...
oh, that was a big moment.
Yeah,
that was full opposite lock to opposite lock. That was a massive tank slapper. Here we go, a Ctas replay. Welcome to everyone joining us on CB. Yeah, big contact made. Oh, yeah, he's had that in all sorts of tangle. That's a brilliant save. That's Hamish Simpson. He was on the podium in race number 1 and still finds himself handy to the pace. So, yeah, that's the vital thing. You've got to stay with that front pack, and he's managed to do so as well. So, good composure to collect that and still be racing there in 5th place. So, new race leader Justin Maunder with Dennis Charlotte and Billy Fuller. That's the 3 sneaking off into the distance, but the 2 of them in 4th and 5th, they can still work together if they have a chance to get into this one. So the white flag ready and waiting. We're going to have 1 lap to go, and we've got a former New Zealand Superbike champion at the front of this one at the moment, Spider.
Oh, indeed. It's good to see Dennis come up from Christchurch. Suzuki asked him to come up there and support the class. He got another ride thrown in. 3 wide coming across the start-finish line. It is, yeah, Dennis has been pushed back to 2nd place, or is it 3rd? So 0.073, 700ths of a second, 1st to 2nd, 900ths of a second back to 3rd place. That's Billy Fuller. Hamish Simpson and Richard Boyd are now battling it out together. I think they're going to come into this pack as well. They're closing in on this pack while the front 3 squabble it out. The white flag is out. So we got Justin Maunder, Dennis Charlotte, Billy Fuller, Hamish Simpson, Richard Boyd, Samuel Guthrie, Lucy Dowman in 7th, Mark Hodson, Debbie Tapper, Terry Collin and Steve Leggett.
Oh, down in the S's there. That's Dennis Charlotte. Dennis Charlotte's one of them, and it looks to be Billy Fuller, the other one there.
They're both okay.
They're both okay, up and okay. So let's have a look on the Ctas replay. They all follow each other pretty tight into Splash, and then, yeah, just turns in, and just, oh, yeah, there's a little bit of a bobble there, and they come together. Just a bit of a racing incident there, no harm in that, but they're both okay, and the bikes are well off the track, so unfortunate stuff, just a yellow flag through the S's. We're on the last lap, so Justin Maunder has it all his own way at the moment. We've got Hamish Simpson there in 2nd place, and Richard Boyd looks to be the man in 3rd place. So unfortunate stuff there from the Gixxer 150 crowd as we watch this one unfold on the final lap.
Yeah, always been some dramas, but also been some tight lap times as well. Dennis Charlotte at 1:36.560, 1:36.560. So that's a wee way off lap record time. It's interesting because the wind is coming across the track, and every now and then if you get a push along the front straight or the back straight, it can help with the lap records. 1:35.050, the lap record. Here comes the checkered flag out. The checkered flag out is for number 5, Justin Maunder, and then we got number 24, Hamish Simpson goes through, and 26 in 3rd place, Richard Boyd. So Dennis Charlotte out of the action, as is Billy Fuller. The important thing, they're up and about and are fine. So 3-way fight coming onto the front straight here for 4th, 5th and 6th. Who's it going to be? We're going to pick up the numbers there, and it is indeed 34, Dan Menham's number, but who's running the 34? Samuel Guthrie from Christchurch. Lucy Dowman set her fastest lap in the last lap, a 1:41.494. She goes through there in 5th, then Mark Hodson, Debbie Tapper, Terry Collin, Stephen Leggett and Hamish Boyd. That's it, done and dusted.
Yeah, what a frantic 5-lapper that was. Absolutely scintillating race. So the winner, Justin Maunder, he will, with Caleb Gilmore not entering that one, he will take over the points championship lead heading into Wanganui. So that'll be all important for him. Billy Fuller was running 3rd in the points. Unfortunately, a DNF for Billy. So a bit more drama as Richard Boyd gets some quality points, and he'll get himself right into this championship hunt. Justin Maunder, Hamish Simpson and Richard Boyd, your podium. Sam Guthrie ahead of Lucy Dowman. That's 4th and 5th. Mark Hodson, Deb Tapper, Terry Collins, Stephen Leggett and Hamish Boyd. That's rounding out our top 10. So how about that? out of all that. 10 finishes with Emma Dowman coming through in 11th place. So 11 on the lead lap, and the D and F for Dennis Charlotte and Billy Fuller. So that one there, a bit of a recovery for us. So we'll cross down to Jared, who will have our podium for our Gixxer 150s. Thank you to CD Vandermeer Builders, and also thank you to Suzuki New Zealand for the Suzuki Fest. Have a look at your Suzuki Fest at your local Suzuki dealer, and have a look at the GSX S 1100 for just $14,999 plus on-road costs. A cool little bike there. We're going to cross to Jared, who will have our Gixxer 150 podium as we're rocking through the podium. Coming up next, we've got Supermoto, and then we've got F1, F3 and sidecar still to come. Plenty of action here at the Suzuki International Series. Over to you, Jared, on the podium.
Here we go for the Carl Vandermeer Builders Gixxer 150s. That was race 2. And in third position, we've got to number 26, Richard Boyd. A little bit of carnage out there, but you're pretty happy to come through and pick up third position?
Yeah, look, definitely happy to take third, but look, feel sorry for Billy and Dennis. Would have been nice of a 5-way battle around the last corner like the last race, but yeah, happy to take it. Thank you.
Exciting to watch 150s. You enjoying it out there?
Oh yeah, look, my son started on his bike and progressed to the 300s, and you know, following in his footsteps. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to be out here. That's great.
Congratulations. And number 24, Hamish Simpson here. You've picked up second position in the 150s. Action-packed race there. How was that for you?
Oh, it's bloody awesome. I mean, that last lap can show you that, you know, really anything can happen in the Gixxers. There was just about 4 of us that were in first in that one lap. I mean, yeah, I'm really lost for words. I don't know how to describe it.
Congratulations for second position. And Justin picking up first position in the Gixxer 150s. Stoke down there, that was action-packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. First place, and I'll tell you what, the bike's just done 10,000 Ks. I think that's a special thing for this, eh? A bit of a hollow victory without Caleb out here. Hopefully he's all right soon. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, and finally did it on my home track.
Congratulations, that's first position, Justin Maunder there.